I am the Beauty Shaman and this is Eden, and we are doing her makeover today. I start with some vitamin C serum. This is 80% vitamin C. Lipofolic, oil-soluble vitamin C. It's my very favorite vitamin C. It has a huge impact on the skin. I apply some hyaluronic hydrator. Hyaluronic acid is plumping, has a big impact immediately on the skin. After that, I put a little foundation. So this is a medium coverage Ben Nye foundation. I want to cover her discoloration, but I don't want it to set in fine lines. And that's what I love about this foundation, is it doesn't do that. Here is a MAC concealer, and I'm going to use my finger because it warms it a bit on the skin. One of her concerns was the dark under eye circles and her eyebrows. So I just gently tap the concealer in around her eyes, and I'm sure to get right underneath her eye as well, which I'll do here in a minute, because I want to take out all the redness and all the purple. She has a lot of purple underneath her eye, and the minute you take that out, it cleans up her whole face and opens up her eye area. I put a little bit of Ben Nye powder over the top just to set it so that I can put eyeshadow on top and have it not crease. So I add a little highlighter over the top of the foundation and powder, because if you put powder on top of highlighter, it takes it down. So you want it to be very bright. I'm filling in her eyebrows with eyeshadow because I wanted it to be a very soft look. Because her eyebrows are thin, I didn't want to use an eyebrow pencil because I felt it would look maybe too strong, and I wanted it to be soft and sort of powdery looking, and that's why I chose to use an eyeshadow. Sometimes this doesn't stay on the skin, so you have to be a judge of your skin. This is a bronzer that I'm using, and to me this has the biggest impact on her face because it's a lovely warm color and it brings out the warmth in her hair and the warmth in her eyebrows. It really pulls her whole face together. It's one of these products, look at that, really made a difference. One of the products that would make the biggest difference if she used it every day. I'm also using a peachy tone blush. She has a pink shirt, so I used a pink lipstick here called Hey Frenchie and a warm blush. I feel like those two together are very complementary and look really natural. I'm using a Spice lip liner here, and I use it after I apply her lipstick as opposed to before because it ends up looking more soft and natural. When you get older, you want to diffuse all the lines. You don't want to look like you have very many lines in the way of lipstick, eyeliner, anything like that. It needs to be diffused. This is an eyeshadow base. Because her eyeshadow tends to crease up, this was another one of her complaints, so I put a little eyeshadow base on top. You can use something that matches your skin like what I did on her, or sometimes they can be clearer, toned, whatever interests you. I'm covering her entire lid with one color. It's a lovely warm color. Again, I'm going with her hair color here. I wanted to really bring out the warmth in her hair and the pink in her shirt at the same time, which is why I did the pink lipstick and the warmth all over her lid. This is an eyeshadow pencil called Teddy. It's a lovely warm brown, again dealing in the warm tones on her eyes. And I'm really working it into her eyeline here because I want to make her eyeline stand out, to open up her eyes. So I want this to be a dense but very thin line next to her lashes. And I want to get it all the way in the corner of her eye because that will open up that part of her eye. But the thickest part of that line is the outer edge, not the inner edge. So this just takes some practice. I've done live productions, live streams on how to do this. I've done other videos. It is just a skill, that's all, and anybody can learn it. This is an eye brush that looks like a pencil, and I'm just running it over the top to soften that line down. And I'm pulling that line towards her ears so that it can just be a very soft, pretty line. And look at the difference that made. It really opens up her eyes. I think it's really gorgeous on her. Look how happy she is. All right, then I'm getting a little bit more in that inner eye because I want her eye. Look how much bigger her eyes look. She actually has really big eyes, but they get lost, right? So this is the way we bring them out. Then I'm taking a warm, darker eyeshadow color on the outer edge, and I'm just working it into the outer edge with the 217 brush, and I'll blend it here in a minute, but you can see how much this opens up the eye as well because it brings out that outer edge, and I just work with it, and the more you can make that outer edge a little bit darker and softly blend it in, the more it's going to open up your eyes. Look at that, it's beautiful. Need to clean it up a bit, but it looks gorgeous. Just a little mascara here, a bit of Jane Iredale. Mascara makes a huge difference. This is a lovely black mascara that doesn't contain formaldehyde. It's beautiful. Wow. Sign up for my newsletter on thebeautyshamanstore.com.